Hello.
Hi, this is Lori Briggs at USS College of Business.
Hey, hello, Lori. This is London. How are you?
Nice to see you via voice.
Thank you. Same. Likewise.
I,
It didn't work after all.
well, no, it's not letting me log in. I don't know what the problem is because I used Skype last week, but it's saying my
shoot.
login is invalid.
Dude. Well, coincidentally, I had to reset my password. I forgot because this is basically, I would say, the second time in my life I used Skype, so I forgot the password. So I thought that you were already there waiting for me, and I'm like, oh my God, let me do this quick.
Well, hopefully this will work out just fine via phone, and I can use it for my paper.
Yeah, whatever helps you out the best.
Okay. I need to start by telling you about the consent form, which obviously you can't sign, but there's no penalty to you, no benefit to you for participating in my research. That what I'm really looking for is things people consider when determining whether or not to go for an MBA, and then what kind of universities they want to look at. I'm doing this for my master's degree program. I'm studying for an MS in Strategic Communications. And you're one of 16 people I need to interview at various stages in the process.
Oh, okay.
So there's the permission form in a nutshell. If you want a real hard copy, it's 4 pages long. I'll email it to you.
No problem.
Okay.
But it's a bummer. I'm not going to get no benefit. Damn.
Yeah, I can send you a T-shirt maybe. So I just have 20 questions for you. It should take 20 minutes or so, sometimes a little longer, but sometimes less. Starting with the real hard one of how old are you?
Oh, no, that's not hard. I'm 85. No, I'm just kidding. I am 35.
Okay. And where did you attend school for your undergraduate degree?
In Dominican Republic. That's in the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I attended the Pontifical Catholic University.
Okay. How long ago did you graduate?
How long I what?
How long ago did you graduate?
Oh, that was 10 years ago.
Okay. And what did you study while you were there?
I studied a Bachelor's of Science in Electrical Engineering. But over there it's called telematics engineering. My major was in telecommunications.
Okay. Did you work while going to school, or have you worked since you graduated, or both?
I'm sorry, repeat the question again, if I what?
Did you work while you went to school?
I worked only for 1 year.
Okay.
1 year and a half, or something around that sort. Yeah, but like 1 year, 1 year and a half.
Okay.
But then I quit the job and just went full time.
Okay. And what have you done as a career since you graduated?
I would say a mix of telecom and IT.
Okay.
More lately now in the IT, but within the telecom company still.
Okay. Like a Verizon or something like that?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Verizon.
Oh, that is your company? I was guessing.
Oh, yes. I thought that maybe you saw in a signature, in the email signature or something like that.
Oh, no. Okay. And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay. What made you choose to go to school in the Dominican Republic?
Oh, I didn't have a choice. My mom sent me over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, the serious answer is that my mom, she had a business, a supermarket over there in the Dominican Republic, and she wanted to be present there for her business to succeed, and as being her son, mom takes you wherever you want, wherever she wants.
Yep.
So that's why I ended up in Dominican Republic. I lived there for about almost 20 years.
Oh, okay. But where do you live now?
I live here in Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how long ago did you first start thinking about getting an MBA?
how long ago? I would say maybe let's say like somewhat 6 or 8 months ago.
Okay.
9 months ago, yeah.
Was there something that happened or a particular incident that led you to think about MBA, or was there a particular reason you began to think about it?
Yes, I wanted to diversify. Looking myself as basically a product. Ask myself, what do I have to offer? If let's say in worst case scenario, if I'm laid off, or in another scenario, if I decide that I want to take another direction or change jobs or be somewhat resilient, in terms of not depending on one skill set. And basically, my job for the last 5 years, I've been my skill sets are very narrow and focused in a technology. Even though within that technology, it's broad. But I wanted to have, diversify myself and also learn something or acquire some skills that it can help me become independent, potentially, who knows, maybe start my own business or make some savvy business decisions, financially, help myself and my family.
Okay. And you've kind of danced around this answer already, but what did you think the long-term benefit of getting an MBA would be?
Well, just to clarify before I answer that question, I'm not, in the strict sense, in the MBA program. I'm in the Graduate Business Foundation certificate degree.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know how you got there in the system that it might appear that I'm an MBA student, but I'm not. I'm still in.
Right.
I enrolled in the graduate, certificate.
Right. Yeah. No, I know that because I'm looking for people who are not yet MBAs but have thought about it, as well as people who are in it. So.
Okay. I just want to clarify because since you kept referring to as an MBA, student, I don't want to give you, wrong information.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you're not there yet. You're thinking about it.
Exactly. Yeah. I wanted to test the waters. And see if I like, if I really, end up liking that that area. But going back to your question, your question was again, I'm sorry?
What did you think the long-term benefit would be if you were to go for the MBA?
Well, I looked at it from a personal perspective of that I would acquire some business skills and complement the technical skills that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say if I decide to stay within corporate America, at least I'll have more mobility in the company,
Mm-hmm.
Going upwards and higher management positions, and or maybe changing fields, going to a more business, more business-like job. But if I don't decide to stay in the long run and work in a company, at least I'll have the tools to know how to start, my own business. At least that's what I hope to learn from the MBA,
Okay. Did you think there would be any short-term benefits?
Yes, I would start looking things, from the perspective of a business, person, not so strictly as in the technical sense. And that was also one of the reasons that inherently made me want to choose something that would complement my technical skills, in this case business, because I was in a situation, my department was in a situation where a very critical situation was going on, an outage and a service outage.
Mm-hmm.
And even though in my department we knew what was the fix in a technical sense to make things work again, the decision was made to go ahead and do it by a business person, by an executive. So, that kind of gave me a sense that, I'm here, working, fixing and maintaining and Verizon's network. But at the end of the day, it boils down to an executive making the decision, a business person that doesn't know exactly how to fix it, but he's the one that makes the calls a shot.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not really then basically anything. I'm just a monkey here, the one that says, this is the button you need to push. Can I push it? And he says yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really making a decision.
Okay. Do you think there's any headaches involved with getting a graduate business degree?
Oh, yes, I'm sure, yeah. Any degree, can be categorized as more easy than another. It might have less, maybe less, quote-unquote, stressful situations, and that I've known because I had some friends that study medicine, went to medical school. So, they tell me stories that they're in a situation where they're timed and they need to, come up with a diagnostic on saving a life. I know that's going to be less stressful than me fixing a service for somebody that can't watch TV. I know that person is not going to die because they can't watch CNN at that moment.
Okay. They might think they can.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's not either less or more easy. All of them are somewhat come with their difficult, levels of difficulty.
Okay. So started thinking about this 6 or 8 months ago. How long before you started researching programs?
Well, researching programs, I would say as soon as I thought about it, I started, researching programs. But to me, it was, I narrowed down my choices pretty fast and easy because I didn't want to do an online program, which there I would have more of a broader spectrum of choices. Here I just said, well, I would like to go to a brick and mortar university, be present there. So I narrowed it down to USF or UT. That's it.
That's it? No others? Okay. Yeah. And how did you find out information about USF and UT and their programs?
That's online, checking their websites, and then through friends, I kind of reached out indirectly through people that went to a UT MBA, and unfortunately, I didn't find anybody with an MBA from USF, but I did find some people that did a bachelor's in management information system. They told me that they had a little bit of business courses there. So that's how I kind of narrowed it down. And just.
So before you started researching, you didn't know about that certificate program, I'm assuming.
No. I knew about that USF had certificate programs, but I didn't know specifically they had for business.
Okay.
Yeah. At that time, when I knew about the business certificate, I was just wandering around the certificate page, USF certificate webpage, and looking at engineering certificates. Since I have a background in engineering, my bachelor's was in engineering. I was, just looking around, see how difficult it was, and then that's when I bumped into the business.
Okay. And so the things I've heard you say that were important factors to you as you considered this program were the opportunity to strengthen your skill sets and make yourself more marketable, financial benefit or a job security for your family, the opportunity to change fields, maybe even become an entrepreneur. You wanted online classes. Out of all of these things, what was the one most important thing for you?
Oh, just to correct something, no, I didn't say I wanted online classes.
Right, that you wanted no online classes.
Exactly, right. No online, yes. Now your question is?
Out of all of those things, what was the one thing that was the most important thing you were thinking about during all of this?
Diversify,
Okay.
Yeah, diversify myself. I have, other skill sets that would open other doors.
Okay. And when you were looking at particular websites and pages to look at, what kind of information were you looking for?
The curriculum, like, what courses would have to take, and hopefully find some description of the courses. And also information about the potential schedules. Something that would draw me a picture, a big picture of how I would be if I would decide, to go for it. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on, I'm writing that down. All right. So, did you attend UT's information session?
No. I kind of discarded UT also because it's not going to be so close as USF. One, second, it's more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Third, I saw, if I remember, let me see. I think if I remember correctly, their curriculum, I don't know, I can't remember right now, but there was something about their curriculum I didn't kind of like much. And also, I don't know, it kind of gave me the feeling that it was going to be more of an uphill battle to get into their MBA. I don't know. I kind of find that with the graduate certificate, I got the perception. I hope I'm not wrong when once I go through with that. Like USF was offering a path, a thoughtful path to get you to obtain an MBA. By offering you a foundational course for those that don't have a business background or a business degree. So
Right.
I kind of think that by having the graduate business foundation, it was like more of a strategic way how to get you to obtain an MBA if you decide to go for it. At UT, I kind of saw like it was a little bit more uphill and not as thoughtful as USF.
That's my understanding of it as well. I mean, I'm not involved in that, but that's the way I understand it. Is that it's kind of the pathway, and once you successfully do that, as long as you make certain grades, then you, other than taking the GMAT, are ready, I think, to go in.
No.
How would you rate? Well, actually, never mind. I already asked you that question. So, how long do you think it will take for you to see a monetary gain or a return on your investment when it comes to this degree?
Well, that's a hard question to be able to answer. I'm not sure there.
What would it take for you to say this was worth it?
If I see that, let's say, if it opens the doors, to get into a job that I see that needs some business skills, or if I find myself in a situation at work where those business skills I saw that help me arrive to a good decision or help to resolve something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think of right now.
And so, how long after you got your degree do you think it would take for that would happen?
I'm sorry, you said how long?
How long? I mean, do you think that would happen immediately as you got your degree program, or maybe after the degree? When do you think you'd be able to apply what you'd learned?
Well, that's a difficult question there. I don't know. Specifically in the job that I am at right now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. Maybe after I'm almost done with the certificate, but I don't see that happening in the specific job that I'm at right now.
Okay. I think that's all the questions I have. Do you have anything you want to add?
No. That's basically it. Yeah. Well, now, after we finish this, I would like to ask you personally a couple of questions, but not related to the survey in itself.
Okay. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, I'm doing this as a student, so your information will be compiled, and I'll be using it for a paper in my own graduate program. But and ask away. I'll answer questions.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Well, what would you say that you say you're doing a master's in
Mass communications. Mm-hmm.
mass communication? Okay. Because I was like kind of under the impression when you sent the email at the beginning that you were doing an MBA and you were finishing your thesis. That's
No, actually, if I had chosen the MBA, I would be finished now. But because yeah, but because I chose mass communications, I have to do this thesis.
Oh, okay.
So it would have been smarter for me, or not smarter, easier in a sense for me to do the MBA. However, I would have had to go through the finance and accounting courses, which I did not have to take in my current program.
Oh, okay. So that master's is a lot longer in terms of credits than the MBA?
It's 36 credits, and I don't know how many the MBA is, but I'm 48 years old, and so I've only been taking courses one or two at a time because I have two teenage children. So if I had gone for the MBA, their courses are scheduled a little bit in a more flexible manner. And so I probably would have been able to be finished by now if I'd gone for the MBA.
Okay. And also, in terms of the GMAT, I see that's one of the requirements to get admitted in the MBA. How do you recommend I go about that? Because going through the graduate certificate and the first semester, I decided to take only one course to transition back into academia, slowly, so I won't, I don't know, I wanted to, make sure that I don't make mistakes or be overwhelmed, but in terms of getting the GMAT, because my doubt is, when would I get that? Because I'll be so busy trying to get the courses done that I don't see myself immediately taking a class for GMAT and then right there in the next semester, be able to get into the MBA if they admit me. I kind of see that I would have to take like a pause and study for the GMAT a couple of months, and there I won't have the opportunity to continue taking courses.
Well, I didn't take a